Once construction begins, site inspections, both scheduled and unscheduled, are carried out by the field engineer to check for compliance with Irish water standards. These inspections may be to monitor works in progress, witness testing, or to conduct a walk-off inspection. An inspection and test plan should be prepared by the developer's construction engineer. The inspection and test plan should be prepared in line with the testing and commissioning requirements outlined in the Irish Water Codes of Practice for both water and wastewater. The inspection and test plan should be forwarded to the field engineer for review. It should include the proposed dates and sequence for testing on site. This will enable the developer and the assigned field engineer to plan their work schedule. Irish Water must be given a minimum of 5 days' notice before any testing so that the field engineer can witness the test if required. The field engineer can request a retest of any part of the works if they are not satisfied with the test result or if they were not given enough notice of a test. The construction engineer should arrange batch tests where possible to minimise the number of visits the field engineer has to make to the site. Call the Irish Water call centre on 0818 238 239 or email developerscheduling@water.ie to book an appointment with the assigned field engineer. Bookings are generally made by the construction engineer. There are a number of tests and inspections required on each site. All results must be recorded in the Quality Assurance folder. For the wastewater network, tests will include an initial trench inspection, infiltration and exfiltration tests. These tests will be carried out in the first manhole plus a sample quantity, depending on the size of the development. Irish Water can request that every manhole is tested. An air pressure test for all sewer lines between manholes, including service connections as far as the inspection chamber. Pipeline water tests. Pressure tests on foul rising mains. Testing and commissioning of pump stations. CCTV surveys. Manhole condition surveys. And finally, a walk-off inspection. For the water network, tests and inspections will include an initial trench inspection, an initial weld audit. A dummy weld is needed before any polyethylene pipe is installed. During water main installation, other test welds need to be taken from the works and sent away to an independent lab for destructive testing. Pressure testing, which must be carried out on the network and include testing of the service connection pipes, swabbing, chlorination, dechlorination and water quality testing. And finally, a walk-off inspection. A non-conformance notice will be issued by the field engineer to the developer, construction engineer and design engineer when a non-conformance or failed test is found on site. The developer will have 5 days to respond to the notice, detailing what remedial works will be carried out. The field engineer will then conduct a close-out inspection to ensure compliance with codes of practice. Irish Water have a full suite of technical guidance documents, including a library of toolbox talks which address common non-conformances, which are available on the Irish Water website. Some of the most common non-conformances include non-compliant materials, separation distances, non-compliant bedding and backfill material, contaminated pipes, poorly constructed valve chambers and manholes, damaged materials, issues relating to wayleaves and easements. The construction of all water services on self-lay developments must be inspected by Irish Water. Any works that have been constructed but not inspected by Irish Water will be subject to special conditions. These special conditions may include trial holes, slit trenches and testing. Non-compliant work will require remediation by the developer to comply with Irish Water requirements.